The great battle with the Red Death was over, but the island of Berk would never be the same. Smoke still curled from the distant mountains, and for the first time in generations, the skies were quiet. The people of Berk had finally understood a profound truth. Dragons were not their enemies. They were their friends, their partners, their future. When Hiccup finally opened his eyes, the first thing he saw was Toothless, sitting right beside him, his big, green eyes filled with worrying and love. He tried to get up, but something felt off. Looking down, he saw it. One of his legs was gone, replaced by a prosthetic made of wood and metal. For a heartbeat, Hiccup froze. But then, Toothless nudged him gently, a soft, rumbling purr in his chest, as if to say, "It's okay. We're still together." His father, Stoic the Vast, stood by his side, his usual stoic expression broken by tears welling in his eyes. In that moment, Stoic truly saw his son for the first time, not just a boy, but a leader filled with courage, wisdom, and a heart bigger than any Viking. He pulled Hiccup into a tight embrace. "I'm proud to call you my son," he whispered, his voice thick with emotion. When Hiccup finally walked outside, supported by Toothless, he couldn't believe his eyes. The village that once lived in fear of dragons was now bustling with them. Dragons soared through the air, played with children, and even helped the Vikings rebuild their homes. Young ones fed baby natters, blacksmiths worked alongside gronkles to heat their forges, and fishermen followed dragons that guided their boats through the misty waters. The world had changed, and it was more alive than ever. Gobber, the village blacksmith and Hiccup's mentor, greeted him with his signature booming laugh. "Well, look at you, Chief's son half the leg, twice the hero," he declared. The entire village cheered as Hiccup stepped into the light, with Toothless proudly at his side. Astrid ran up to him, a proud smile on her face. She didn't say much, she just gave him a light punch on the arm, followed by a quick kiss on his cheek. Hiccup blushed, and Toothless let out a teasing, warbling growl that made everyone laugh. In the days that followed, Hiccup adapted to his new life. He and Gobber worked together, designing a special metal foot that connected perfectly to his saddle, allowing him to ride Toothless again. Every time they took flight, it was pure freedom, as if they were one being. Toothless's once broken tail fin, now perfected by Hiccup's invention, moved with a newfound grace, and the two of them soared higher than ever before. The villagers watched in awe. For generations, they had believed dragons were beasts of destruction. Now, they saw them as family. Roughnut and Toughnut held wild races on their Zippleback. Fishlegs spent his days diligently studying different dragon species, documenting their habits. Even Snotlout, who once mocked Hiccup relentlessly, was trying to master tricks on his monstrous nightmare, though he usually ended up crashing into something. Stoic, beaming with pride, made a grand announcement. "From this day forward, Berk and the dragons will live as one. Together, we will protect each other and fly as friends." The whole village roared in approval, and the dragons answered with joyful calls that echoed across the island. That night, under a canopy of stars, Hiccup and Toothless sat on a cliff overlooking their transformed home. The firelight from the village flickered below, and the sea shimmered like liquid silver. Hiccup looked at his dragon, a soft smile on his face. "We did it, Bud," he whispered. Toothless purred, closing his eyes as Hiccup rested a hand on his sleek, black head. But in his heart, Hiccup knew this wasn't the end. The world beyond Berk was vast and uncharted, full of new lands, new dragons, and new challenges waiting to be discovered. This was only the beginning. As the wind carried the distant sound of dragons soaring through the night sky, Hiccup whispered, "Let's see what's out there." Toothless, the dragon, spread his powerful wings, and together, they launched into the darkness, the boy and his dragon, bound by a friendship stronger than fire, ready for their next great adventure. Thanks for watching our recap of this amazing story. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss what happens next. We'll see you in the next video.